In a move to bring all digital platforms that can be accessed in India within its purview, the government has ordered that online media, including entertainment, film and news platforms, will now come under the Union Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Online content providers such as Netflix, Amazon and Hotstar and news platforms come under the legal framework of the Information Technology Act 2000, but unlike print and broadcast media, they were not directly under any ministry. This means that all news content and those streamed by video streaming platforms will come under the jurisdiction of the government. Shows created for these streaming platforms such as Patal Lok, Sacred Games, Mirzapur and much more have not had to follow the same restrictive standards as traditional media and have addressed sex, sexual violence, homophobia and caste inequalities as well as politically sensitive subjects. While the government calls it a need of the hour, citing lack of clarity over regulations on content, several content creators see it as an attempt to control and censor their content. Experts say that this move could have far-reaching effects on creative expression in India. Content creators in the country claim that the beauty of their content lies in their ability to create real and unapologetic content. Several journalists claim that this move by the government will target and charge journalists who produce critical coverage and also control their ability to ask questions and pursue stories that the mainstream media increasingly shies away from. Social media sites such as Facebook and Twitter will also be subject to regulation. However, it is still unclear how this will be implemented. The Information and Broadcasting Ministry has been pushing self-regulation for online content providers and had recommended bringing in a draft law last year to put online news under its purview. The government claims that there is a need to regulate online media due to a significant shift of viewership from traditional media to digital media. The government also says that with 560 million internet users and the possible threat to minds of the young people that content on OTT platforms may have, there is a felt need for regulating such content. According to the government, since 2019, more than half a dozen cases have been filed in the Supreme Court and various high courts across the country over unregulated content on OTT platforms. India had 17 crore OTT platform users by the end of 2019. As of March 2019, the size of the OTT industry was close to rupees 500 crores and it is expected to develop into a rupees 4,000 crores market by revenue within 2025. As of now, there is a mix of autonomous government and self-regulatory bodies for entertainment and news providers depending on the platform. For print media, there is the Press Council of India. For television news, the News Broadcasting Standards Authority is a self-regulatory body. Then there is the Central Board of Film Certification under the Information and Broadcasting Ministry, the Broadcasting Content Complaints Council, which is an independent and self-regulatory body for television entertainment, and the Advertising Standards Council, which is also a self-regulatory body. It is crucial to understand that any possible move by the government to push for certification on OTT platforms is likely to be opposed. So far, for online content providers of films, the government has been pushing the OTT platforms to come up with a self-regulatory mechanism. In October 2019, the government was considering a law to censor streaming platforms like Netflix, Hotstar and Amazon Prime after several court cases and complaints were filed alleging that some content was obscene or insulted religious sentiment. While the law did not come, 4 major players signed a self-regulation code in February. The move to regulate online media was first initiated in March 2018 by the then Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Smriti Irani. The ministry then issued a circular saying that in order to fight increasing fake news in print and electronic media, the government had decided that journalists who had complaints of creating fake news against them would immediately have their press accreditation suspended. A report by the Center for Communication Governance at the National Law University in Delhi has revealed that online platforms are already heavily regulated. The online space is governed by the Information Technology Act 2000. The government is empowered to block, filter and take down content online or even turn off internet access completely. Recently, when the Supreme Court was hearing a petition against Sudarshan News for a program which vilified people from the Muslim community who cracked the UPSC exam, the centre insisted that the regulation of media must begin with digital media and not electronic. The centre argued that online and social media platforms have a faster and a wider reach. Now, such a decision by the centre is likely to have a far-reaching impact not just on those who create the content but also those who view it. While the government is yet to give more details on how this regulation will work and what is the potential for misuse or overreach, content creators claim that digital media is already regulated, and if the government is looking for any additional layer, then that is not a healthy sign, especially in a democracy.